Hey everybody, Hat Creature here. So this is an experimental Invincible Daniel build. I know there are a few ways to use Invincible, but this is what I came up with. Will it work? I don't know. I think this build has layers. We'll find out. It might be a golden onion, who knows. So, brutality, because what else is there? We have frenzy, for, a faster movement. We have Invincible, of course. We have Overclock, because we're going to be trying to make a Swarm Invincible build. Fun fact, Invincible does not work with Synchronize mod. Everyone probably knew that, but the idea just occurred to me, like, if you use Synchronize mod, will Invincible transfer over to all the creatures, since you're controlling all of them? No, it does not. So we got Overclock, and then we have the Remote Shell. Now, this is the part I think is the extra layer, and I'll get to that in a little bit. We got Enhanced Brain 3, so that my creatures can get up off the floor faster. Very important when you're playing as Daniel, and good for swarms in general, no matter who you play. Chip 3, so that you can, control the zombie quicker, thereby using more of the invincible time. Because it's like, I think it's 5 seconds, but it's probably less than that. It was nerfed, I think. Or maybe it was increased? I don't know, it was a long time ago. Then we have Researcher's Brain for more health and faster movement speed. You might not even need Researcher's Brain, you might just want to use Augmented Limbs, but you have a whole bunch of points left over, so you might as well. And then Fresh Blood 3, since it is a swarm build, and you're going to have a lot of squishy zombies who are going to go for bites. And then the actual build itself. You can probably take Berserker out, but my apologies. I'm so sorry. You can probably take Berserker out, but I'm thinking, like, it'll probably help with the Frenzy and the Researcher's Brain, and the Fresh Blood 3. It'll probably help out. When I first started playing the game, I always used Berserk. Like in all my builds, the first and foremost enhancer that I would always have in my deck was Berserk. But then I started taking that out in favor of, Infection and Energy Leech. So, Berserk is good. And then we have Infection and Energy Leech. Imposter Zombie, Double Zombie, and a Normal Zombie for cost. We have Discount and Quick Draw. And mods, we have Creature and Partial Shuffle. So basically, we're using Partial Shuffle and this doodad to get the overclock, bam, overclock, bam, overclock, bam, overclock. And then, keep putting down creatures. And they'll have Energy Leech and Infection, and they'll be faster. So it is a swarm build, but the layer I'm talking about is the Remote Shell. So with Partial Shuffle and the Remote Shell with Invincible, in my testing, this might be something cool. So basically, with the Partial Shuffle, I noticed that I was getting the Remote Shell quite often. I quickly got 3 Remote Shells in one spot. And then with Invincible, I can control the Remote Shell. Sadly, I get up off the floor very slowly. But basically, I get up off the floor, and I still have invincibility, and I can just start swiping. And then, when it wears off, I quickly jump out and jump into the other Remote Shell that's close by. And just repeat the process. Now, because Invincible is so strong, they did add a feature in the game where you can't control the same zombie, like, back to back. That's why we have Remote Shells. With the Partial Shuffle, you can get out a whole bunch of Remote Shells in a single area and start, controlling each one with Invincible, and that's basically a permanent Invincible zombie. And if you have a whole bunch of them, then you just jump out, jump into another one. Can this be countered? Of course it can. They have to destroy your camera. Of course they can. They have to lead you away from the biocore. If you do this, you have to be very smart with your remote shells. Because if you're not fast enough, you can't catch them. And then when you jump out, they'll take advantage of that. And then you jump into another one. And the worst case scenario is all of your remote shells are nowhere near where you actually need to defend. That's the bad part. And they'll force you to do that if you're not paying attention. But that's the layer I'm talking about with Invincible and Remote Shell. Basically a permanent invincible zombie. But it's only in Area 3, and it really sucks, to be honest. Just because you actually get up off the floor, and it's horrible. It's really slow. Before we get into the match, I'm going to do some more testing. I might take this off and add in another enhanced brain and see if that helps me get up off the floor faster. If it doesn't, then this is the build we're trying out. And then that's the deck. I can probably take out Berserk, but I just think it's really good for swarm builds. It might backfire on me. Who knows? Anyway, that's what we're doing, and they're all gonna be Wolfmen, so that's awesome. And here we go. Okay. So, we might have some Smurfs. We might have some new players. We might just have people, excuse me, who are playing other characters when they're high-level characters and other people. I am not fazed by low-level characters. No. But I know that there are some actual new players. But anyway, so my test with Enhanced Brain, 2 of them, it did not work. So the build you saw is the build we're using. All the equipment is the same. Also, I am going to try and do something different. I am going to try and not control a zombie in Area 1. I'm going to do it in Area 2, because I don't want them to know I'm using Invincible. And if I do use a creature, it'll be when
Let us see if you will walk
when they
away.
can't see me get into it.
Or not.
That. There we go. Try and lock this one.
You found a lock, but where is the key?
Oh, he has a Kashima. Nice. Okay. Nope. Arsenal Jan.
Oui, that could be a key.
Fucking supply zombie. What the fuck was that? What the actual fuck, man? It just spawned in front of him.
For me, at least.
What the
I call
fuck?
this one the Poisoninator. The name could use some work.
Well, I just gave him free time. Not really. If I can get rid of that minigun, that'd be great. Oh, they're coughing.
How many locks they got here?
Yeah, I want her to use that minigun, but it ain't happening. Oh, where's she going? She walked into a wall. What are you doing?
Interesting.
I confess, I did not expect to
I
be
think
so
those two might be in a
successful
party.
so soon.
Tyrone and Martin, because they
Bravo! Let us
weren't
see
really
how much
doing
further you can
anything.
go.
They weren't helping their team. Okay, now is when I actually use it. Okay, here we go. Fuck.
He feels no pain. A perfect machine for this endeavor.
Fuck. Wrong one. Where is she?
I have a first aid kit for you.
Fuck yeah. Oh, he just saved her.
This
Where's
is
the ammo when you
a zombie. A dangerous one. A fittingly brutal weapon for a brutal game.
Better luck next time.
Booyah. They are actual low levels. I didn't know that. I was really hoping they
Are you
weren't.
still in this place?
I'm gonna
Don't
jump
you have
out.
somewhere else to go?
I'm gonna jump
Want
out.
to escape?
Ah, this sucks.
Including the ones served in garlic. You
GG, everybody.
when it's swallowed.
You tried.
It will not spit you out. I control everything here.
I think I've played against the Dark Jill before, and they just got paired with
We get to keep
with
you
low
here
levels.
for more experiments. The decline of civilization continues, and your lives will end with it. If not today,
Oh, nice,
then soon.
nice. I need to play more Survivor in order to get my daily. That sucks. I feel bad about that. I mean, I don't feel bad for winning against low levels. I feel bad that, you know, I couldn't get to Area 3 because that's where the meat of it was. So, right off the bat right now, I can see that, you know, the energy is really bad. And because I was choosing not to control creatures as much as I should have been, I wasn't really on the offense. I was leaving the creatures to fend for themselves. I was trying to play like Annette instead of Daniel, and then switch it up to play as Daniel in Area 2. I couldn't really do that in Area 1. I mean, I couldn't get a whole lot of, you know, damage done, like really do anything cool in Area 1. In Area 2, they just took too long, and they were separated. Becca ran off by herself, and she died, and everyone else, they were doing okay against my creatures. I won because they were low level. That's it. That's it. But I couldn't show you Area 3. So what I think I will do is I think I'll actually play this build on stream. I think that's what I'll do. Then we can work it out together. And I think that'll be fun. Still don't know when it's happening, but
I can tell you that it can happen soon. That's what I can say. Just because I can tell that the slow season has finally begun. It should have started a long time ago, but it's starting now. And that's good, that's good. You know, I actually get to live my fucking life in the slow season. Uh, I can go get new glasses. uh, my mom, you know, she can do things. We can actually leave the house for once. It's really hard to do that. But yeah, so I think I'll play this build on stream, and then you guys can tell me it's shit in person instead of me reading the comments like a day later. Or me spending 3 videos doing it. Yeah, I'm excited. Is this good? I don't know. I'd like to hear your thoughts. Like in Area 3, I I can consistently pop these fuckers out. Boom, boom, boom. But even with 2 enhanced brains, there's nothing I can do to make them get up off the floor faster when I control them. There's nothing. Because I already have this. And that works for creatures that are already stood up. So it doesn't really work against this. So my strategy for this is, once again, you pop a few of these down at a biocore. You control one, you do a few swipes, then when the invincibility finally wears off, you jump out, pop into another one, same strategy. I don't think it'll work against a high-level team, but I want to see. Because I know it can backfire real hard if I play it wrong. But I want to hear your thoughts. Is this something that I should pursue? Because basically the entire build revolves around this card, because this is the extra layer. In Area 2, it's just an average overclock swarm build. Then in Area 3, it becomes this weird invincibility build. I don't know. I'd like to know what you think. Anyway, thanks for watching, and as always, have a great day.